Hi, my name is Matt Patella, and today what we're going to do, we're going to explore the different sticking heights, or levels, so to speak. You're provided with a worksheet with this particular lesson. And this is not to be confused with any kind of method like the molar system. This has absolutely nothing to do with Sanford molar, is the molar system. What this has to do with is a gentleman, George Lawrence Stone, who wrote the stick control book and Accents and Rebounds. And one of his students, who studied with him for a very long period of time, was Joe Morello. And Joe Morello does not need any type of introduction, or should I talk about his resume. Just look Joe Morello up and you'll find everything you want to know. You all should know who he is. And I studied with Joe for, I would say, 30 years on and off, being on the road, coming back, taking a few lessons, going on the road again, taking a few more lessons. So this went on for about 30 years. Now, George Lawrence Stone showed Joe Morello this particular method. And I learned this method from Joe Morello. And it's a very simple method. And if you want to get any deeper, speaking of this particular method, how to obtain accents, put your hands in position for accents, you want to investigate the law of gravity by Sir Isaac Newton. And I'm not going to get into that deep. I'm just going to simplify this lesson. How we obtain a stroke and the sound that we get from our drum or drum pad. Now, the first thing that we have, you have a sheet which demonstrates to you F, which equals full stroke, D equals downstroke, T equals tap, and U equals upstroke. So that's just a formula or a representation of the notation that's presented to you. The first line, you have a series of rights and a series of lefts, and each note is accented. So we have the first stroking position, which is a full stroke. I simply throw the stick down and I follow it back. Now the distance from here to here is pretty great. It's about, I'd say, 90 degrees. And when I throw this down with power, I'm going to obtain a very powerful sound, like so. Now what I did without the stick is I threw the stick down, it made impact, and I followed the stick back. Very relaxed, no tension at all. There's a tendency when you make contact, people grab the stick and then lift it. That's not how this particular system works. I throw the stick down, I follow the stick back. Without the stick, I throw down, follow it back. Now, what that is, my hand is faster than the rebound of the stick. To receive the stick back here, I need to have my hand back here or my stick is going to go flying someplace. So again, I'm going to throw the stick down and I'm going to get an accented sound. It comes right back. Now, that's with the right hand. The left hand, I hold the drumsticks a few different ways. I'm a traditional player, which is this way. And I also hold the sticks rather, German. My palms are down, and occasionally I'll hold them French. This is going to be demonstrated with me holding the drumsticks in the traditional form. Now, if you look at the first line, you have a series of rights and a series of lefts. And on top of each note, there is an accent. And there's an F underneath the note, which represents full stroke or free stroke. I throw the stick down, she comes back. I'm going to obtain a loud sound. So I'm going to do the first line very slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, all I'm doing is obtaining one sound on the right side and one sound on the left side. That is, I'm accenting. I'm not going to play lightly. I'm just throwing the stick down and I'm obtaining one sound. Now, if you go to the second line, again, we have a series of quarter notes. and they're all rights. And underneath the right, you'll see a letter, either D or U. Now, the D is a downstroke. I have just represented, I just showed you a full stroke or a free stroke. Well, a downstroke is I throw the stick down. And look at my hand, it's about 180 degrees from the drum. I throw the stick down as a free stroke or a downstroke. I'm obtaining the same sound because the distance is equal. That's a downstroke and a free stroke or a full stroke. Now, this exercise, you see, you have a downstroke and an upstroke. The downstroke is this. The upstroke is a light, look at the distance to the tip of my stick to the drum. Okay? It's not that far, so I'm going to get a lighter sound. But I'm going to need to put my hand in position to hit the next note, which is a accented note. So I'm going to come up. That's an upstroke. Again, up. Notice how loud it was sound. How soft it sounds, excuse me. We have the full stroke or the free stroke, or we have the downstroke, and we have the tap, or upstroke. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're going to do downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke. I just throw it down, bring it back. In position to hit the accent. So I have two different sounds. I have an accent, non-accent, accent, non-accent. So I'm going to do the first line. It's to the right and to the left. 4 rights, 4 lefts. Very simple. Down, up, down, up. Left hand. Down, up. Loud, soft. Right hand. Down, up, down. Left hand. Down, up, down, up. So I have an accented note and I'm an upstroke rather, which is going to put myself in position to hit the next accent. Okay, left hand, down, up, down, up, down, up. So far we have the free stroke, the downstroke, and the upstroke. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate a alternating paradiddle, which is right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Now, I put that in a quarter note formation, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Accent, left, right, right. Accent to left, left, right, left, left. That's an alternating paradiddle. So now, I look at the paradiddle and I say, okay, the first stroke is an accent, so my position should be here. I look at the left and I say, that has to be an upstroke. But I say, why does it have to be an upstroke? Well, I'm going to put myself in position to attack the next left, which is an accent. So I need to be in position. And if you want to develop any speed on a paradiddle, if you practice this particular exercise slowly, your speed stroke is the upstroke because you're in position to attack the next oncoming paradiddle. So I'm going to do this real slow, and I'm going to, perhaps this won't be in tempo, I'm just going to demonstrate the motion or the level. I'm going to have a downstroke. I hit an accent. I have an upstroke, up, which is light. Now I'm in position to attack the next paradiddle, or the next series of paradiddles. The next stroke is just a tap, tap, to complete the paradiddle. Again, down, up, tap, tap. That's to the right side. Now, I'm in position now to attack the left side, which is the first stroke of the paradiddle, is the accent. It's down, up, tap. So simple. Downstroke. My both sticks are equal. Up, in position to hit the next accent. Tap, tap. Now notice the upstroke and the tap sound the same. Down, up, tap, tap. Down, up, tap, tap. Down, up, tap, tap. Then quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Nice and even. Nice and relaxed. No tension. Make the stick give you the sound. You don't choke the stick, you relax it. Down, up, tap, tap. Down, up, tap, tap. That's in quarter note formation. We play it up a little bit. Eighth notes. Now I'm thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. That's 16ths. 3 now 16ths. 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the... Now notice, the one sound of the accent was consistent on the right side and the left side. The upstroke and the taps all sound the same. The upstroke put me in position to attack the next upcoming paradiddle. So if I'm playing fast, which is not very fast, but that motion is there. This, when I play this slowly, or if I'm playing this, you have the downstroke, upstroke, tap, tap. Okay, now that takes care of the downstroke, the full stroke, and the upstroke and the tap. Now, we didn't hit on the free stroke in concession to each other. Like the free stroke would be like this. And if I did on line 1, it was 1, 2, 3, 4. And I just demonstrated the single paradiddle. Now we're going to go to a double paradiddle. I didn't put any time signatures on the chart, but this next one, the double paradiddle with one accent, the same motion is always going to occur. You're always going to put yourself in position to attack the upcoming accent. So this is in 6/8, and I count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now look at the sticking pattern, which is right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, left. Now I have an accent on the first stroke. So, and all my other notes are not accented. So I have two different sounds there. I have an accented note and a non-accented note. I'm in 6/8, I'm counting again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, with this system, I'm going to put my hands in position to attack the next upcoming paradiddle or accent. So I have the double paradiddle. I'm in this position. I'm going to do it slow. Downstroke, tap, tap, upstroke, tap, tap. Now I just completed a double paradiddle to the right side. Now I'm going to do a double paradiddle to the left side. And notice I'm in position without even making any movement. I trained myself to do that. Now to the left side, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, I'm in position. So if I play it in tempo like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down, tap, tap, up, tap, tap, down, tap, tap, up, tap. A little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice the sound was consistent. The notes in between all sounded the same. I was in position to hit the accent, and I made the accent a consistent accent on the right side and the left side. Now that's a double paradiddle with one accent. The next step is the double paradiddle with two accents. Now, the system remains the same, but where it falls depends on where the accent is. Now, if I look at the double paradiddle with two accents, I'm counting, I have right, left, right, left, right, right. But now I have two rights in a row that are going to be accented. So I start in this position. My first stroke is going to be a free stroke or a full stroke. My next stroke is going to be a tap. My next stroke is going to be a downstroke, all right, because my next right coming up is going to be a tap. And now I got to get my left hand up. So I'm in position to attack the other side, the left side. Tap, tap. Now I'm in position to attack the left-hand side of the paradiddle, double paradiddle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that takes you to double paradiddle with 2 accents. A little faster. 1 accent. 2 accents. So on and so forth. And the last one is a right hand paradiddle diddle. Again, the system remains the same. Downstrokes, the taps, and the upstrokes. Where they fall depends on the sticking pattern. The sticking pattern on a right hand paradiddle diddle is changed. So we have the sticking pattern as right, left, right, right, left, left. Now I'm going to come down, tap, tap, up, tap, tap. I'm in position to hit the next one. Down, tap, tap, up, tap, tap. Down, tap, tap, up, tap, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have the full stroke or the free stroke. Downstroke, tap, and upstroke. That's the stroking positions. That's all you need to know to develop a clean, consistent sound. Accenting the same height all the time, getting the same accent, and in between notes, all sounding the same. So the single paradiddle, the double paradiddle with 1 accent, the double paradiddle with 2 accents, and the paradiddle diddle, the right hand paradiddle diddle. Now I can go into an extensive explanation of Sir Isaac Newton or whatever, but that will follow in another video. All this is just showing you the difference between a full stroke, a downstroke, a tap, and an upstroke, and what it's for. It has absolutely nothing to do with molar system. The molar system is Sanford Moeller was a great teacher, and he learned from a Civil War drummer. And that Civil War drummer, if you remember, in today's age, if you're in combat, everything is computerized, or you have a radio and you say, we're going to 623 degrees left, and they send a bomb. Way back in the Civil War, we didn't have any radios. We didn't have any kind of communication. So on the field, the general would be giving signals to whoever he had to give signals to the drummers, and the drummers would give signals to the troops, like attack, retreat, fire, right flank, whatever the signal was. But you have to remember, they had marching drums, which were like real big cans with mule skin or calfskin heads on it without lugs, and they were with ropes to be tightened. Now, if they're in the middle of the field when fire is going on and people are screaming and whatever, they're trying to give the command from the drum. So they would have to hit from all the way up here and come down. All the way up here and come down. Well, that served its purpose. But I don't see any drummers in today's field, or market rather, playing a molar. Everybody talks about a molar, but nobody uses a molar. This is the molar. That is not what this is. This comes from George Lawrence Stone. It's the law of gravity from Sir Isaac Newton. For every action, there's an opposite reaction. I throw it down, the stick automatically comes back. If I want volume, if I have to hit all the way up here, if I'm playing with the band, I hit my sound man, I'll say, turn me up louder. This is ridiculous. What can I tell you? I hope I've explained what I had to explain, and maybe we'll definitely see you again in